Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good evening I bid to all. So for today, our group will be presenting on the advertisement that we have created on the brand Maggi. So our group have choose Maggi because of several reasons. First one is because it is one of the famous brand in Malaysia. So on the other hand, Maggi also relatable to us as students. That's why we choose Maggi to be one of the product that we want to do the advertisement. And on the other hand, we also want people to look Maggi on the other perspective. For instance, we don't want people to look Maggi as only as the food, but on the other perspective. So throughout this presentation, we'll be looking at three main advertisements. The first one is Facebook advertisement, news advertisement, and radio advertisement. So moving on to the first slide. Okay, next. Okay, so as you can see, for the presentation rundown, first we will start with the explanation on the Facebook advertisement, followed by newspaper advertisement, and last but not least, the radio advertisement. So moving on to the first advertisement, which is the Facebook advertisement. Okay, next slide. So if you can see here, this is the Facebook advertisement that we have created. So if I can read you guys the caption. Okay, this guy has his favorite, and all of them are our Maggi noodle, delectable to be paired with condiments of your choice, be it eggs, vegetables, or anything that you dare to try with it. Let your creativity in pairing your favorite Maggi flavor with all sorts of extra Maggi that you happen to have in your pantry. So do you want some heat? Take the curry flavor pack. Feeling for something soupy? The chicken flavor is there. Craving for that northern pack flavor punch? Soup tulang is here to get your craving curb. Missing that rich Thailand sensation, but the border is still closed? Do not worry. We have a tom yum pack to save your day. We have various flavors that can suit your tongue, and you can taste every bit of spiciness in your mouth. Don't forget to get all flavors at shops near you before they run out of stock. Hashtag Semestinya Maggi. Hashtag 3 minutes for life. Hashtag forever Maggi. So first of all, we are going to look on the poster wise. So next slide. All right, so this poster have been divided into two parts, which is the first one is the main idea, followed by the tactics. So I'll be explaining on the main idea. So the idea behind this poster is we want to highlight all Maggi instant noodle flavors. As we all know, Maggi, the most famous Maggi flavor is curry. But in this advertisement, we want to show all of Maggi's flavors such as tom yum, chicken, soup tulang, and etc. On the other hand, we want to show people the varietiness of this Maggi flavor in a way that we want them to appreciate Maggi various flavors. We want them to see not only the curry flavor, but Maggi also have other flavors. So on the other hand, we also want to introduce the Maggi brand ambassador. So the purpose of introducing the Maggi brand ambassador, or the purpose of using brand ambassador, will be explained by my friend Naim under the tactics part. Naim, please welcome.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohammad Naim. I will be presenting about the tactics used for this Facebook ad. So the first tactic used for this Facebook ad is incorporating personal symbol. So what does it mean by incorporating personal symbol? So in this tactic, we incorporate a character, a central character for the product. So we want to sell a product, so we use a central character, we develop, we create, we introduce a character so that it can, it can help to sell the product. So in our case, for our FB ad, we use me. I am the personality symbol for the product. So I am there to help to what we call sell the product. So that is the first what we call tactic. So the second tactic is utilizing straight sell. So what is straight sell? So straight sell is actually a tactic commonly applied in print advertisement. Next, it is use the message is presented straightforwardly. So we want to present about the product, just the product. We don't want to present what we call about the other things. We want to be focused just on the product. In our case, we want to focus on the Maggi product, which is the food. So we focus on the brand. We focus on the flavors such as curry, tom yum, chicken soup, and soup tulang. So that is the second tactics. And for the third tactic is we used ad to consumer relevance. So this means that we use anything that is relevant to the consumer. For example, we used brand ambassadors, like my friend said just now. So we use brand ambassador because we want to have, like I said, we want to have a central figure to help sell the product. So next we use colors. We also use, for the FB ad, we didn't use music. So we use colors, we use brand ambassador, we use pictures. So that's the relevancy for the consumer. The consumer can relate to the, what we call, characteristics of the ads. So that's all from me. Thank you. I'll pass on to the next presenter.
All right, so my name is Fatin Dhaniah binti Zahari. So I'm going to explain about the Facebook caption. Okay, so for the first point, Facebook is one of the platforms that many people use to promote the product and also to attract the consumers to buy their product. Okay, so in this matter, not only the poster plays the important role, but the caption also plays an important role in order to attract people to buy the product. Okay, so for Maggie's concept, it is a straight sell or factual message, as the message in the poster, to be specific, is the caption. Is straightforwardly shown through the pictures that focus on the product. So just like Naim said just now about the straight sell, not only in the poster they have the tactics, but in the caption also they use the same tactic in order to promote the product directly. So this factual message is very important for both in posters and also in the caption. Okay, so for the next point, it will be explained by Anis Adleen.
I will be explaining the second point. So based on the poster, it could be seen that the advertisement is trying to attract the audience's attention on the various Maggi flavor, centering on a personal character or personal symbol which highlights all of the flavor. Therefore, we have come up with a caption that captures the variety of flavor that Maggi has, as well as to entice the consumers to purchase the product. In writing the caption, we have used the element of pathos or emotional appeal in order to evoke the feeling or sensation of tasting the various flavors that Maggi has. Emotional appeals are often used in narrative copy that entails a story or provides a situational context where the products are involved. For the Facebook ad, we have used all the Maggi flavors in narrating the copywriting. In the caption, we opted to tell how the Maggi flavors are catered to everyone. Those with spicy preference can always choose the more heated range like the curry flavor or the tom yum flavor, while those who cannot handle the heat, they can always opt for the milder range like the chicken flavor or the asam laksa flavor, as well as the sop tulang flavor. In addition to that, in order to capture the audience's attention, we also specified that the flavors can be enhanced according to one's creativity or preference. You can use whatever that you have in your pantry, or you can keep it very simple and basic. Just grab a packet of Maggi, boil the noodles for 3 minutes, add in the spice, crack an egg, and then you're good to go. That they're very simple yet fulfilling. And it could be a full course meal if you're feeling a little bit extra or you do not mind the added hassle. Okay, the last point will be explained by Dhaniah again.
All right. So the last point is Maggi is for everyone. So for this phrase, it can be understood by everyone. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're from the privileged family or underprivileged, but usually, like, people who are underprivileged definitely will buy Maggi as Maggi's price is quite cheap, and it is to fill up their tummy, and it's quite cheap because we can get the whole package, the whole packs in with only 4 ringgit. And these instant noodles are everyone's favorite because it has this one taste that makes people crave for it every day. And for example, students, like, we have these stocks in our room to if we are hungry in the middle of the night, so we just can cook the Maggi for 3 minutes, and yeah, it can you know, fill up our tummy. So that's why Maggi is for everyone. So that's all for my part. So I'll pass this floor to next presenter. Thank you.
All right, so for the next presenter will be Ainun Amirah. Due to several circumstances, she has connection problem. I will be attached videos of her presenting afterward.
Okay, so for the newspaper advertisement, the themes that we try to incorporate here is that Maggi is one of the best and healthy food for workaholic people. As you can see in the advertisement, the Maggi itself is at the middle of the advertisement to show the Maggi can be served in healthy way. And the background, the props, the laptops, the hands show the environment of working and studying. And that symbolize people who have a full schedule and busy with their work still can have an ample time to eat with Maggi. And over there, Maggi cup itself is another option of Maggi serving. And for the concept of this advertisement, we try to incorporate the use of care and kindness in this advertisement, from where we can see the hand gesture. The hand gesture is to show the concerns, a small action of offering, and a hand offer a plate of Maggi is to represent that kindness can be found everywhere. We can spread the kindness to our friends, family, or even our siblings through a plate of Maggi. And the smiley face is to symbolize positivity and sincerity. And as for the colors, in this advertisement, we choose yellow mustard for the background, and the tagline, the font of the tagline, we use black. The yellow mustard for the background is to emphasize the brand itself and to make the tagline more visible. And the blank and one-tone color of the background to keep it simple. Black, the font used in this advertisement, we choose black in color because the black itself make it contrast and make the tagline more visible, and it symbolizes the intensity and energy of the advertisement itself, which promotes professionalism and sharp. So let's proceed to the next one with the tagline.
Okay, I'm going to start now. Okay, on the next slide. The next slide. Next. Okay, this slide. This slide. Okay, in this advertisement, as you can see, These Maggie newspapers also demonstrates a Maslow hierarchy of needs, a motivational theory in psychological comparison of 5-tier model of human needs in level within a pyramid. From the bottom, we can see of the hierarchy upwards, the needs are physiological, food and clothing, safety, job, security, love, and belongings and needs. Lower down, the hierarchy must be satisfied before individuals can attend to needs higher up. And Maslow considered physiological needs the most important, as all the other needs become secondary until these needs are met. Physiological needs in this advertisement indicate biological requirements for human in food category, which is the most vital needs so human body function optimally. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Next slide. No, the typography one, the previous one. Okay, so as you can see also, we use a typographic compositions, which is a script font. Script font is considered to be decorative fonts, which is script typefaces are meant to appear as if they are handwritten. They are very pretty and have a lots of visual appeal. Script fonts were chosen as it extremely fluid and have a strong personalities. Script typefaces are commonly used because of their prettiness and displaying a minimal text. And as you can see also in this newspaper ad, we use word your in this as a tagline, which personal and speak directly to the consumer and offers solution for personal needs and desire. And second, as you can see in this advertisement of newspapers also, we use word fuel, which is demonstrates an impact in terms of needs for consumer daily energy and requirement. That's all from me. Moving on to the next presenter.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good evening to everyone. My name is Mohammad Nazri bin Abu Hassan. My metric number 047483. So for radio ads, I will be presenting about radio ads with Ainun Nabilah. So first of all, let us hear the radio ad first.
I'm hungry. Aha! Wow! The kick, the spices, and the deliciousness. Choose Maggi for real experience of a real curry. Hurry! Grab one now!
Okay, so basically in radio ads, where we would like to execute the advertisement by using an imagery appeal or tactics where to execute the advertising message by using the sense of sense of hearing and the sense of taste. This is because in radio ads, we have a limited source in terms of how we go on to create a visual to attract the audience. Therefore, in radio ads, it is suitable for us to tackle the mental or cognitive aspect of an individual, where we tackle by using the sense of hearing and also the sense of taste. So the message being crafted using jingle and the sound of slurping the noodles and soup, as well as the process of cooking the curry Maggi instant noodle, where if you can listen to the radio ads, we use the sound of by cutting the vegetable, opening the Maggi pack, the boiling of the soup, and also the process where we slurp the noodle. This is because we want to create an image inside the audience mind so that they can imagine how the process will be going on, as well as the taste of the Maggi noodles. So these are the non-verbal components that we use in crafting the radio ads. Okay, the first of all is jingles. So why we use jingle is because we want to emphasize a happy environment when cooking and eating Maggi to the audience. This also, as well as we want to make the ads advertisement become memorable, where our audience will be remembered the advertisements for a long time. Next, we also use non-visual sensory cues. So these to attract the audiences, as well as creating mental imagery by applying the sense of hearing and taste. Like I said before this, we tackle by using the sound of cutting the vegetable and also the sound of slurping the noodle. It create a visual of pictures inside our mind that we can imagine how the process of cooking Maggi noodle, as well as creating the taste. Like people going to be curious that how is going to be the taste of the Maggi curry. Okay, that's why it is important to in radio ads. It is important to tackle the non-visual sensory cues, so that to create an advertisement in which people can remember in a long time. Okay, now I yield to the next presenter, Ainun Nabilah.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening. So I will be continuing the presentation on radio advertisement part. I'll be explaining the verbal components in the advertisement, which is there are three elements that ensure the successful of the radio ads. So the first one is the opening hook. So for the opening hook, we choose to use the phrase "I'm hungry" because this statement or this phrase is basically something that everyone has experienced it. So we can relate it to the audience on a personal level, which this kind of thing happen normally in their life. The state of being hungry, the hunger, and then the reason we choose this phrase is that we want to validate the listener's needs, which mean that whenever they think about hungry, whenever they feel they're hungry, so their solution is that we suggest they go to eat Maggi. It means that is it fast, tasty, and can fill their stomach. Okay, the next component is unique. Unique is depending on what we different from the others brand. So instead of focusing the experience of traveling to other places, to other country, like several instant noodle use, we opt to focus more on the taste bud of the audiences, which mean that we want them to imagine what they will taste when they try Maggi. That's why we use the phrase the kick, the spices, and deliciousness. And we use this phrase because we want to we want to be in par with the current trend nowadays, which is most people seek for spicy thing, hot things. So we want to promote Maggi curry for these radio ads. It also we also highlight things that audience probably looking for in instant noodle. So instead of saying that it is chewy, it is tasty, we want to highlight that when you eat Maggi curry from Maggi brand, then you will really feel the kick, the spice, and the deliciousness of curry, just like how you make it at home. So the last point is a call to action. Call to action is when we want to
unintentionally told the audience to buy Maggi as our brand, because by using the phrase choose Maggi for a real experience of a real curry means that indirectly we provide audience with the reason why they should buy our Maggi, because we want them to feel the real experience of a real curry. So they opt to choose Maggi if they want to taste the real curry. So that's why how we link indirectly our intention, our desired action to the audience through the radio ads. Okay, that's all from me. I pass it to the next presenter to conclude.
So for the conclusion, taken together, there are many strategies or tactics that we can incorporate in creating the advertisement in order to make sure that the intended messages will be received by the consumer, whether it is by the photo or the caption, the font, or even on the audio. So therefore, by having such skill, by creating creative advertisement will bring many benefits for the serve of the product and to the customer itself. Therefore, we need to equip ourselves with such skill in order to create or to invent a good and effective advertisement to the world. With that note, we end our presentation today with wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you and see you.